Schulman was 27-year-old while she begun vision respectable vote trainer Peter Rofe in 2004. She had excited to New York of Arizona in her top boyfriend a few year over. She hoped to rotate her expertise as a wireless DJ in a profitable career making vote-overs in TV and wireless ads. Schulman told she had been work in Rofe for more than rather than 6 months while he blocked the doorway of his Manhattan workshop for a meeting. She told he convinced her to get off her jacket so she could get more than in the recite. He said her how her vote rotated him on, she told, and he took his penile of. He requested if I requested to concern it, and later he achieved downward and he affected my chest, Schulman told. I recall setting my jacket behind on, and I didn't say whatever. I was in upheaval. For year, Schulman transferred the fault and embarrassment of the face, she told. She had no concept some female had such stories on him. Later, metoo erupted, and she scientific she wasn't one. As female through the nation came striker in October in stories of sex oppression, several ex-clients of Rofe as well had concoction to stake. They found every some on the internet and shaped a individual Facebook team in 2 goals. Support every some and conclusion concoction how could conduct to a sustainable instance for proceedings. Rofe rejected to commentary while achieved by telephone. He aimed inquiries to his attorney, who rejected offense on his name. To lot year, Mr. Rofe has been a beautiful tutor and coach to such seeking to a career in vote-overs. He is pride of his clients and their artistic achievements, and has ever acted professionally and reverently, Andrew Miltenberg told in a declaration. Rofe came up on law coercion's radar gun up metoo. Else law coercion resource told he was detained relying on concoction how he vulnerable oneself for a record meeting in 2004. The instance was sacked and the recording was soldered, although the argument is not clear, the resource told. A sisterhood forms in January, encouraged by the domestic talk on sex offense. Schulman desired out Rofe's Squeal web page. She saw a commentary critical his industry practices and couldn't oppose the encourage to commentary. Through the Nation in California, her commentary trapped Elizabeth Lame's focus. Lame says Rofe sexually troubled her in 2005 while she took vote training session in him. Later, behind in October, she wrote on Facebook on Rofe, and nearly immediately, responding submerged in Peter Rofe, metoo, metoo, metoo. Above and above once again. Several of such female accompanied Lame's conduct in their own Facebook posts. During 2 days, Lame had identified at low 13 accusers in different Facebook threads. She associated all on an electronic mail circuit. They later shaped a individual Facebook team named Same No Fun Clubhouse. So distant, almost 30 female include united. He's the newest sisterhood to come of metoo, as the motion widens for top profile figures, showing the scale of the issue. He done it appear love he well groomed on my career, present, Schulman is a graphics planner. Lame is a sitcom author. Both of say how their experiences in Rofe confused them of chasing careers in vote operating and leftward them in year of embarrassment and question. Rofe came very suggested by agents and some vote actors, who praised him as the norm in training. In supplement to A-on-A sessions, he proposed aid-making demonstration reels. His website features testimonials of vote actors whose job includes sport, amusement, and dots for world brands. Schulman says in the months up Rofe showed her his penile, he would continuously ask her to recite provocation scripts. He frequently supplemented her sexual vote, that didn't worry her on its their own, she told. Other had outlined her vote how way while she was a wireless DJ, she occasionally outlined it how way herself. He done it appear love he well groomed on my career, Schulman told. Later, for one meeting, he mooned her in which she perceivable as in try to do her sense more than convenient, she told. But she extended work in Rofe for months later, established to conduct her new career. Her top boyfriend, Carrie Noriega, memorable Schulman expressive her on the mooning, proverb she play it off accidentally. Schulman memorable how she couldn't carry to stake the history of the other occurrence. She was too confused. At first I mind it was odd. We were in our previous 20s and fair excited to New York town, told Noriega, Schulman's boyfriend of 20 year. Yet, later all of a flash, she stopped chasing vote over. Following Rofe vulnerable oneself the other period, Schulman says, she stopped vision him soon later. She says the occurrence hurt her to leave her vision work. She accused herself for take her jacket away, and stored the occurrence a open secret of her man for 10 years. It took wide treatment for Schulman to go to regulation in which happened, she told. She never requested to include a child following the occurrence, since I would never wish her to go via thing love how. Since he didn't rape her me, I didn't aware which to do of it, lame, too much, told how Rofe annotated on her sexual vote and done her sense as if he was hard to bridegroom her. He talked on his woman and showed her pictures of his infant kid, she told. He done certainly I think felt secure in him, Lame told. In one meeting, Lame told Rofe offered they recite a scenario for a business in that 2 beers flirted in every sum. Lame told he said her how some clients took off their clothing to seize the sentiment of the business, and he offered how she do the identical. Lame told Rofe confident her to get off her jacket and brassiere. Later, he rotated off the lights in the workshop. Lame says she begun to unbutton her trousers time he emboldened her to very perpetrate to the vote recite. I accompanied his line, all the time curse my failure to very perpetrate, she told. While I looked up, he had walked in the diminutive soundproofed box fully bare. He begun to spiral up versus me and tug on my denim. She rushed out of the vote box, she told. She said her young man, Andrew Rosen, once later on which happened. I went to several stereotype vengeance fantasies, but I was embarrassed, too much. The standard of manipulate was overwhelming and terrible, told Rosen, who is now her man of 10 year. They both have estimated it was a off occurrence, inadequate but not cost potential destroy Rofe's career above, Rosen told. Currently, he says, he realizes how naive they both of were. We didn't get in review how lot human beings he may include made the too much, and how has been an sight opening item how brings lighting to the. Lame told she leftward the vote over production to bury it her mess above which happened. Since he didn't rape her me, I didn't aware which to do of it, so I fair excited at. Such stories come the female in the Facebook team had such stories to speak. Becky Poole told Rofe undressed bare and affected oneself in 2000 times she sounded a path. Heath Costa outlined Rofe crushing his build penile versus her backside and stroking her breasts time she recite back up in 2008. While she discarded him, she told Rofe frozen her out of the vote over production. Sarah Asselin told Rofe masturbated in 2004 times she recite a suggestive scenario on chocolate bar pud. One of the latest members of the Facebook team, Alyssa Hanlon, told Rofe kissed her in his language time work on a Hershey Kisses business in September dividing their stories in every some thick felt love a breakout, few female told. Eventually, they had found human beings who understood which they had lost via down there was how at first 1 week I didn't wish to teardrop myself off, of the machine. I didn't wish to miss a speech. It was emotion, and I was thankful. At the identical period, it was a hard 1 week since Theyre, listening the identical history above and above once again, told one female who requested to stay nameless. One overall filament largest female share was Rofe's consecutive warning how sex sells. If you aren't marketing sex, you win T volume vote over job, one female withdrawn him proverb. Few female told Rofe requested them to repeat myself the discovery stage of the act, Frankie and Johnny in the Claire de Lune, that opening in the major letter possessing sex. 5 female told he convinced them to repeat myself topless or bare. Couple, consisting Schulman, told he showed them his penile. 5 female told Rofe groped their breasts or tested kiss them time they recite, 3 told Rofe masturbated in front line of them. Lot of the female tell of the fault they transferred via the year. I desire I had the bravery to go striker, at the period, since perhaps all of these some next victims would include never be his after victims, Elizabeth Beachell told. It was such a grey region for me, Costa told. If he abused me, I would include named how was incorrect, you go speak who. But he was so manipulation, you didn't believe on it else path. Medicinal begins along, the female say they are medicinal. While Lame wrote her number Me Too position recent year, she never anticipated to find a society of female in a such history to speak. These female include taking into account me goal. Since of supporting of the team, Schulman told she eventually found the bravery to stake her whole expense in her man and top boyfriend. Noriega, who scientific portion of Schulman's expense 15 year back, told she begun to cry while her boyfriend show the otherwise. My boyfriend was wound a length period ago and I didn't aware reason. If I knew on it behind later, we would include lost following him. But I know why she didn't speak me, Noriega told. Following connecting the team, Asalin told she as well said her man following more than rather than a 10 years. To discover how vote on Facebook and aware how it wasn't my error, how was a big insight to me, she told. Following the team came along, the female went to the police force hoping for accountable. NYPD commanders aware them how every instance was for the status of limitations for proceedings. The female displaced their attention to manufacturing the social and alleged clients aware of their concoction. Lame told she attended Rofe's business website and shipped emails to each female vote over painter list on the list, on 80 human beings, she alleged. She requested them to paper any noticeable experiences, no question how little. Lame told one female answered how her expertise in Rofe had been anything but structural and extremely vocational, and requested her not to pin her future. At low one female who requested to stay nameless united the Facebook team since of Lame's electronic mail. I recall vision how electronic mail and creature love, oh my deity, he's not fair me, she told. The female told one purpose of the team is to give downward Rofe's industry so how he win he wound nobody else. They as well wish to show to themselves how they are much stronger currently. We are hoping how all of us upcoming along, his behalf will be out down there. We will end the. We are receive our monitoring behind, Costa told. Adjustment, the history has been enhanced to offer the proper age while Schulman met Rofe. It has as well been enhanced to offer the proper period of while she had excited to New York.